things of this earth, man, what's to come, man. Because the people that wasn't getting their ass whooped, the moment they get that first ass whooping, it's gonna be a wrap for them, man. Hey, just like Esau, when Esau go bankrupt, because he's never really been poor before, or when he, like, you know, lose all his assets or whatever the case may be, Esau fucking commit suicide, man. He jump off a building. His mindset is, oh, I'm gonna try to get this back. I'm gonna work to get this back. I'm gonna work to try to obtain what I just lost. His mindset be, oh, my fucking life is over with. I'm done. I fuck this place. Fuck my life. Oh, I can't take it. And he just go into his demise, man. Whereas you got Jake. Jake grew up in the poor, man. A lot of Jake grew up in the poor, so they mindset is shit. Hey, we've been struggling since the beginning. And then now that we got this wisdom and this knowledge, hey, the Most High put on us, man, we're gonna be able to understand how to deter the things that's gonna be coming our way, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All the prophets went through hard shit, man. Hey, when you think about Elijah, bro, he had a raven feeding him, bro. He had to have from the service of Baal, man. He had to have from that Queen Jezebel, man, because she was putting to death all the prophets of the Most High. And the Most High had ravens sending him food, man. You know? And you had Noah getting mocked by his own countrymen, man. You know? You had Moses getting mocked by his own countrymen, even though he performed all the miracles, man. All the prophets had to endure some type of chastisement, man. Hey, Jonah didn't want to run and do the work to go to Nineveh and preach the gospel. He had a fish swallow his ass up for 3 days. They said he dwelled in the belly of hell for 3 days, man. All the prophets had to go through some type of hell, man, to prepare them, to get them that preparation, that motivation, man, to push them forth into the word. Jeremiah was 18. He was unsure. Well, Jeremiah was a young man. He was unsure of going out and teaching against the whole kingdom, man. He said, I'm young. He said he ain't had a faith yet. Hey, but the Most High put that faith in him, man. You know? Every man that was a man of the Lord had to face tribulation, man. Peter had to face it. John the Baptist had to face it. Paul had to face it, man. That's why we gotta endure chastisement, and that's why we gotta endure as a good soldier, man. Endure hardship as a good soldier. Cause hey, guess what? When you a soldier at war, you gonna go through some shit, man. You might not be able to wipe your ass with tissue when you out there in the battlefield. You might not be able to have heat in that day. You might have to, you know what I'm saying, find a way to strike a fire or something. Soldiers go through a whole lot of shit when they go to war, man. Yeah. Hey, that's what most times prepping us for, man. He putting us through them difficulties, so when that time come, man, it's not gonna be strange to us. That's why the scripture says, think not it to be a strange, think it not strange that fiery trials come at you, man. Salakia, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, that's Ecclesiastes, ain't it?
No, that's Sirach.
Sirach, that's what I meant.
Oh, you gonna get it?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7. You can start at the top, and we just break that down.
What is it?
7 and 1.
Hey, we can't be no hoes out here for this word, man. On the real. The men of the Lord, we preaching this, we preaching these scriptures, man. We preaching the word, but we ain't no hoes out here, Joe. Hey, that's why we out here in the cold like this. Because the Lord is prepping us, man. He building us up spiritually and mentally and physically, man.
That's right.
We ain't no hoes out here.
Hey,
it ain't for the faint of heart.
He said, hey man, be in season and out of season, man. This is what you would consider out of season. Okay? But hey, the work needs to get done.
And that word instant means present.
That's right. Hey, we broke when that nigga came up here, man, he's talking crazy. Oh man, I can't see my brothers in the cold, man. Like, man, your ass to go work in the cold.
You ain't no brother, man.
If you work with Esau and he said, oh, I called you in, you gotta work today. Nigga, you gonna be out there. Cause you know your ass gonna get fired and shit, man. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7, I'm gonna start at the top. He said, do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee. My son, sow not upon the furrows of the unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap then sevenfold. Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king of the seat of honor.
That's 7?
7, yes.
Second Ezra or Sirach?
No, that's Sirach. 7.
No,
No,
second
second
Ezra
Ezra
7.
is 7.
I thought you said Sirach.
No,
You said
second-
Sirach.
I said Sirach. Okay, well, you agree with me then.
We did it.
I got something, man. Right, you get grabbing that.
I got it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Read that.
Okay, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at you know what? You get yours, and then I'll pull out. No, I'll pull this out. It says, I'm gonna start at the top. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, and the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Hamashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chose him to be a soldier.
What's the affairs of this life, man? Hey, that 1 John 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things out of the world, man. So if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. That's the affairs of this life. All right, it says when we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and high places and spiritual wickedness, man.
Yep.
That's what we fight. And how do we fight, man? What are our weapons? I got you, right.
It says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully.
Yep.
All right.
Our weapons will be put on the breastplate of armor. I mean, put on the breastplate of righteousness, man. The helmet of salvation. The sword of the Spirit, which is what? The word of the Lord. Ephesians 6 and 12.
Divide niggas in half, Joe.
Hey, man, Hebrews 4 and 12, man. Hey, the word of the Lord is a two-edged, sharper than any two-edged sword. You know? It don't cut you. It don't cut you and you see blood. Hey, but it cuts you where you flee. You know? Hey, man, the Satan fleeing for no man pursue it, man.
Hey, but Stafford was correcting them niggas, man. He was cutting them niggas to the fucking heart, man. Hey, that's why the scripture says, man, the Most High is the word is like a two-edged sword, man.
Hey, well, any man get corrected by these
That's
scriptures.
right.
Man.
Anybody, yeah.
Any man. Hey, cut us.
In the truth.
It cut
in
us.
the truth. Out the truth.
That's right.
Hey, man, hey, I done seen many brothers at camp, man. Edomite said, hey, the brothers of Chicago. Hell, the Edomite bawling. Bro, she was reading the scripture, just started busting out crying, bro, because, hey, she found out the truth, man.
It's either one or two things you can do.
That's
You
right.
either reject it or accept it.
Yeah.
What will you
That's
do?
it.
You got that? We can close up with this.
Go ahead, son.
2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 1, it says, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, then there was sent unto me an angel which had been sent among me that night afore. And he said unto me, Up, Ezra, and hear the word that I come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that I might be deep and good.
That it might be deep. Come on, keep on.
That's on your phone, man.
Oh,
It says the sea is set in a wide place that it might be deep and good. Keep on.
Deep and great.
Deep and great. All right, keep on.
It says, but put the case. It says what? But put the case that entries. Oh, sorry. It says, but put. It says, but it's like it says, but put the case. The entries were narrow and like a river.
So you got a big, open, wide, vast body of water, but the case you had only way to get to that water is a narrow entrance, man.
Yeah.
All right. And that sea is metaphorically talking about the kingdom, the goodlies, the luxuries, the women, the spiritual powers, the slaves.
That's right.
That's what it's talking about. But the only way to get through that is to go through this shitty life, man.
that's right.
Keep going.
It says, who that could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it, he went not through the narrow. How can he come into the broad?
Exactly.
You know what? Hey, you know what's so crazy? Because every movie you watch, man, even the Lord of the Rings, man, remember when they was trying to take the ring back? They had to go through that swamp. You always have to go through some type of purging or some type of
Strait.
you know, some straits to get to the good. You know what I'm saying? He had to go through, I think he called it the Deadlands or something. And remember when he got to the lake, the dude, the Grim Reaper dude was right there in the boat. They had to get on the boat to cross that river and then go through. You know what I'm saying?
They go back to some Hellenistic shit.
I mean, no, I'm saying, but I'm saying they had to go through that to get to the what they was trying to accomplish. You got to get to the prize. There's always some type of, you know,
trials and difficulties.
Trials and difficulties. That's right. Hey, the chick that was training for the Olympics, man. She hey, that's what Esau do, man. He get those Phil Wonk stories. You know, oh man, this girl was born with a hole in her heart, and she built herself up, and now she in the Olympics and this and all that. And the person get a testimony how hard they train and all of this and blah blah. Striving for the mastery, man. It's all out of the scriptures, man. All right. Life itself, man. Life itself, whether you believe in the scriptures or not, life itself is the scriptures, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, brother.
But like my father was saying, man, if you've seen the movie 300, before Leonidas became king, he had to go through the Straits. And
yeah, as a kid, as a what? How old was he?
When he was of age. When he was of age.
Nah, they were not.
No, when he was of age.
Yeah, like 14, probably, 12, 14. No, and they sent manhood. About 12 years old. And they sent them out there.
In the movie, it says, as soon as you be able to walk, you baptized in the art of war.
Art of war, yeah. But they was training.
But when you become of a man, they send you out into the wilderness.
Yep.
For however so long, you got to come back.
Yeah, you come back, you're a king. Man. That's right. That's
the narrow.
Kind of says there. It says there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field.
Same scenario. What's the word the prophet uses? Why speak to them?
Parables?
Parable. Same parable.
Right.
Because the Lord got to speak in parables because those who are able to get it, got to get it, man. That's why He's speaking parables. Keep going.
And it was filled of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if it were fire on one hand, on the right hand, and it says, and on the left a deep water. It says, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
And that's symbolic, man. That's symbolic. We all gotta stick together, man. We all brothers gotta stick together, but we all gotta have our own separate walk. We walk one man in front of the other.
That's right.
In order, from the highest to the least.
That's right.
You know, we follow the footsteps of the people ahead of us because they paved the way.
And also, you can also reference this as also being balanced, man. With the fire and the water, you can't be too much of one thing. You know,
that's right.
It's like being too. If you too on fire, if you are. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be on fire, but you can't be on fire all the time. Like the police come, oh, you police, you know. You go to the judge and be like, you know. I mean,
but hey, back
Scripture says that. You know,
too much study. Worry
why over-righteous, man? Why should you destroy yourself soon? But also, not being too overly wicked either. I mean, what? There's time and place for everything.
You can take it with everything, because the Lord said an unjust balance is an abomination unto me. The brother just read Proverbs 30 when it says, give me not too much food, lest I, throw up. Give me not too little.
Fine honey, eat thou what's sufficient for you.
Eat what's sufficient for you. The Lord is like,
what's that Sirach code?
Don't pray for more faith or to be a mighty man. Hey, pray what's sufficient for you.
Yep. It says, if the city were, was that today? It says, if this city now were given to a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the dangerous set before it.
Oh no, I'm gonna just sit at home. I don't feel. I think this is just y'all thing. I'm gonna just sit at home and do me. Y'all just do you. All right, man. You don't get the kingdom then. You ain't fit for the kingdom. You know. Keep going.
How shall he receive the inheritance? And I say, it is so, Lord. There say he unto me, even so also is Israel portion, because for their sake I made the world.
All right, and then, well, even so it's his sake. You gotta go through that narrow. You gotta go through the difficulty to get to the broad, to the luxuries. All right. All right. With that, hopefully this is edifying to the elected alone. All right. Until next week, we'll say shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, B'kah Kudash.
All right. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, out there, the hope for the elect. All right. And double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.